Hi, my friends. So, this is going to be our very last week of videos. And the reason that is because you guys only have 9 more days of kindergarten. And then you guys will be first graders. So, we've already covered all of the kindergarten learning targets or standards. And so, this week we're just going to enjoy books because that's the reason we read is because we love to hear different stories. And so each book I choose this week is going to have something to do with our alphabet countdown. So today is Q Day, and so I'm going to read you a silly QU story. Okay, this story is called Quentin's Quokka's Quick Questions. So remember, today's our QU Day, which is why I chose this story. Make sure we get this out of the way. Quentin Quokka was always asking questions. Quick little questions, quiet little questions, 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 questions. Quentin asked Mama and Papa lots of questions. If you squeeze a squash, is it squishy or squashy? If you tickle a worm, will it squiggle and squirm? Quentin asked even more questions at school. I have a quick question, he would say. Alphabetty, his teacher, would smile. You ask a lot of questions, Quentin, but they're good questions. One day, Alphabetty took her class to the aquarium. A guide pointed out a squid in a big tank. Of course, Quentin had a question. Do squid really squirt ink? He inquired. Just then, a big fish started chasing the squid. Quick as a wink, the squid squirted a cloud of inky black liquid. Then it squiggled away and hid. Quentin giggled. I think the answer to my question is yes. Look how many QUs we hear in this book. Have you picked up on that? The squid, quick, squirted. Sometimes QU's not at the beginning of a word. It's in the middle, like squirted, liquid, squiggled, Quentin giggled, question. Oh, so many QU words. The next week, Alphabetty took the class to visit Queenie's Quail Quince Jam Factory. Queenie showed her class the quincy trees, and she showed them how to make jam from the fruit. Quentin stood close to Queenie so he could watch the pot of jam cooking. I have a quick question, he squeaked. Is quincy jam supposed to smoke? Quack, said Queenie when she looked at the pot. We must add more liquid. Quentin quickly filled a quart jar with water, and Queenie poured it into the pot. The jam hissed loudly. When it quieted down, Queenie added some spices. She tasted the jam and smiled. I think we've created something new, she said. Our first pot of Quentin Quokka's smoky quince barbecue sauce. Then came the most exciting day of all. Quincy Quall's world-famous quart jar quartet was coming to visit Alphabetty's class. Quentin loved the quartet songs, especially the Squiggle Wiggle Boogie. Alphabetty had a request from Quentin. The quartet can't spend much time with us today, so please try not to ask questions. Just listen and enjoy the music. Quentin nodded. Suddenly, Quincy Quall banged the door open. Are you kids ready to boogie? He boomed. Yes, the class squealed. The quartet quickly set out their quart jars. They added water up to a mark on each jar. Then they tested the tones of jars by tapping them. Ping, pang, pong. Quentin had lots of questions, but he kept quiet. Finally, the quart jar quartet put on a fancy jackets and covered with sequins. They picked up their sticks, and Quincy Cole said, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. The quartet's sticks were flying. The music rocked as they struck the jars. This made the jars shiver and shake. It made the liquid quiver and quake. In fact, everything was quivering and quaking. Suddenly, Quentin jumped up. I have a quick question, he squeaked. Are we having an earthquake? The quartet stopped playing. The quivering and quaking did not stop. Drop, cover, and hold on, said Alphabetty. Quickly, now! The class ducked under their desks. The quartet squeezed under their tables. They all held on to something. After a few moments, the quaking quit. Everything was quiet. Alphabet Betty said, "It's safe to come out now. The earthquake is over. We're lucky it was a small one." Quincy Cole came over to Quentin. "Who's this quick-thinking student?" he asked. Betty smiled proudly. "This is Quentin Quokka. He always asks the best questions." "Now I have a question for you, Quentin," said Quincy. "Would you like to request a song?" "Oh, yes," said Quentin. "Please play the Squiggle Wiggle Boogie." Quincy Cole grinned. "Excellent choice." The quartet grabbed their sticks and Quincy said, "A one, a two, a 1, 2. Oh, one quick question," Betty interrupted. "Quentin, can you teach us how to do the Squiggle Boogie Wiggle Boogie?" Quentin beamed. "You bet I can." The quartet started playing a wild boogie woogie, and Quentin Quokka sang and danced along. "Make your arms squiggle and wiggle, make your legs shiver and shake, do the boogie woogie like you're in an earthquake. Squiggle, wiggle, boogie." I'd like to see you guys do that too. Soon everyone was doing the Squiggle Wiggle Boogie, even Betty. Afterwards, Quentin Quokka had one last question. "Could we please do it again?" That would be pretty cool. Let's do it one more time. Go ahead, stand up. Make your arms squiggle and wiggle. Make your legs shiver and shake. Do the boogie woogie like you're in an earthquake. Squiggle, wiggle, boogie. Super cute story. Think about all those QU words in there. It's a QU work for QU day. So remember, QU says qua. So I want you to cut and glue the pictures that begin with Q and U. Now, some of these pictures are trying to trick you. So you'll notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pictures that have the qua sound in it. If it does not, you're not going to glue it. So we have a quarterback. It's a football player. That's a quarterback. A queen, a quarter, a rabbit. This is a question mark, a quilt, a fox, and quiet. Okay, so 1, 3, I see 6 pictures and 2 didn't have that QU sound. Now you want to make sure you color in these pictures and glue the 6 that make that qua sound on here. Okay, guys, have an excellent QU day, my queens, okay? And I will see you tomorrow.